Right, we're on the intake removal part, 2005 Jeep Grand Cherokee 3.7 liter V6. I've already done the valve cover gaskets. Now we're going to remove the intake. We're removing the intake so we can do the oil pan gasket. We're going to have to lift the motor up on this one to get the clearance on it. So basically pretty straightforward. We got bolts, different spots. We're going to have to remove the coils to make sure that we can get to the bolts underneath that are going to hold the intake on. And we have to pull the fuel rail off. We got a bolt there, a bolt there for the fuel rail on each side. And then pull the dipstick bolt up and out. I've already cleared the rest of it out when we did the valve cover gaskets. We'll come on down and show you what we're looking at on the underneath for the oil pan gasket. This car does have, and I'm assuming that they all do, it's a 6-bolt transmission. It's a Mercedes design transmission. So you've got a series of 10mm bolts all the way around it. Now the reason it has to come out is because you have the cross member here. You have this carrier plate. You got 3 bolts there, 1 bolt here that comes in on the back side of the transmission, another bolt here that comes in on the back side of the transmission, 3 more on this. This will slide out. When you loosen it, you can get to every bolt, but one right back here. And I'll slide this under so you can see. I can't see, I don't have a light. But there's one under there that you just can't get to. So that being said, what we have to do is go ahead and pull the mounts, pull the bolt out of the mount. What we're going to do is lower it down, lower the engine down when we pull those mounts, pull the intake out because there's nowhere for the intake to come. And then we're going to turn around and pick the motor back up out of it to get us some clearance. Probably going to have to disconnect the exhaust. I'm going to wait and see. I'm not trying to move it a whole bunch, so maybe I can get it without doing that. But we're going to have to see. There's only one way to tell, and that's got to do it. So, like I said, I think I got enough here to drop the motor onto the mount, onto the frame on both sides to pull the intake. Once I get the intake out of the way, I think I can lift the motor up enough. If need be, I'm going to have to disconnect the exhaust. So I got a bolt right there and a bolt on the other side. Same thing on this one. We just drop those bolts down out of there and then go ahead and lift the motor up. And when we come bring it back down, we'll be able to get the clearance that we need to get this piece out. And then get the bolts out and drop the pan off. So let me go ahead and pause it here and we'll pick it up.